Sometimes I wonder who the fuck I am. Sometimes I wonder who the fuck I am.
It's kind of ironic that we're doing a project on our identity. After last year, I'm a fragile shell of who I used to be. This is so dramatic, but you have to think about it from my point of view. I stopped doing musicals because of cheer. I stopped trying with my art because of cheer. I stopped going to church because of cheer. I stopped going to see my dad because of cheer. I stopped developing every other part of my life in hopes of dedicating it to a sport and program that failed me. As of April 2022, I had no identity. I saw it coming, so I prepared myself. It's like how when someone breaks up with their significant other, they typically get over their relationship while they're still in it, so it hurts less. That's exactly what I did. After December, I prepared myself to get cut. Obviously, it was an enjoyable year. After destroying every ounce of self-confidence and gratification I had left, I was left with just a shell of who I used to be. I got a second job to make up for all the free time I had. Suddenly, all my weeknights, weekends, free periods, and literally anything else was full time for me to reflect on how I had failed. Super fun. Not only did I lose myself, but I lost my friends that have surrounded me for the past 7 years. I was completely and utterly alone. Before, it never really bothered me that I didn't have a core friend group because all of my time was spent with my teammates. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesdays during basketball were spent with them. But now that they weren't always there, I had to become comfortable with being alone. Weekdays that were filled with bonding over how awful practice was and laughing over the same inside jokes are now me steaming milk for $13.50 an hour. The screaming matches I would have with my mom over how I'd given up and how I did it to myself are now filled with a bitter silence. My attempts at pushing myself into a friend group that I was previously in are lackluster. They'll continuously mention how funny that video on the group chat is without realizing that every word is like another reminder of how alone I really am. The car rides to football games, previously filled with the top of the convertible down and Doja Cat loudly blaring, are now me riding by myself. Honestly, everything about football games is a reminder of how different my life is. But because of all this alone time, I've been able to become more comfortable with who I'm developing into. I started to read again. I've gotten back into a steady routine and I'm applying myself in school. With my free time, I've been able to start going to more things with my friends and getting more involved with them. I have money to spend on clothes. I can visit my family whenever I want. I don't have to constantly be scared that I'm getting talked about, partially because I know I am, but it doesn't affect me anymore. I've gotten into working out for my own benefit now, and with my friends even, but I can go to the gym by myself and not feel out of place or embarrassed that I'm alone. No more staring at myself and comparing myself to all 20 girls that I'm with 4 days out of the week. I have been able to break out of a place that caused me more bad than good. While I may not have an identity anymore, maybe this is my chance to actually find out what that identity is.